awesome. This is good. This is a great set. Hey everyone, I'm Morgan.
And I'm Paul, and we are MTG North, and Double Masters 2022 box prices keep spiraling higher and higher. So I guess today we're going to talk about that. And do you think they will go any lower?
No.
Or is it too late?
It's too late. You've missed a boat on the lower pricing if you're lucky enough to get an order that doesn't get canceled.
All right, let's talk about why. I'm going to start with this article here. This is from MVP. If you don't know what MVP is, it's a large, basically a distributor of Magic cards in the United States of America. So they are pretty large, and already they've pretty much said, we are out of product. We're not going to get more product, and if we do, the price is going to be up. And they go on to talk about why. So let's start at what we already know, Morgan. Let's go back to your favorite set of all time, Double Masters, the original.
We pre-ordered it. We got our pre-ordered stuff, and we immediately wanted to buy more. And it was not the same price. It had immediately gone up in price. And then it was just immediately unavailable. It was sold out everywhere. You could not buy it. And it was really good.
Yeah, and the set's a lot like that set. The price never went back down. They never really released a whole huge second wave, and that's probably what's going to happen here, right? Do you agree?
Feels the same.
There's a slight delay on some of the collector booster boxes, but there probably won't be another huge wave. Right?
One and done. It's a one and done. Masters sets are like a one and done print run, right? They never really... I can't think of, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, said there's been a second print run of a Masters set.
Maybe Masters 25, but it was terrible. It just felt like a second
reprint. It just felt like a second reprint because nobody bought it.
This won't be like that, right? These are all... all reprints, and then there's a lot of great played reprints.
So one of the things I'd like to point out, and we'll use a Canadian company, we'll talk about a Canadian retailer. Face-to-face games started out at $329.99 Canadian for a box of a draft box and a collector box.
Did they even start that low? They may have been ahead of the game.
They
might have been $349 to start.
No, I'm pretty sure they were because at the very beginning, pre-order prices were fairly similar across the board.
Way before spoilers.
Yes,
right?
way
and
before.
That's when you should have got in. Honestly.
And then all of a sudden they were overnight $349.99, and because I was watching, and then the next it was like 2 or 3 days later they were $389.99, and then I thought, boy, this would be the time to pre-order because they still have quite a few boxes.
That was really the first clue, right? That the largest Canadian retailer already bumped it up that high.
And I woke up
and all the others were still low, right?
Well, yeah.
That's your first sign to buy in at the lower prices.
I woke up the next morning and I texted Paul and I said, "You're not going to believe what happened overnight."
And I didn't. Well,
it was $4.49 a box overnight. And just because the spoilers kept coming, right? So day after day, the spoilers would come, and then they started spoiling even better and better stuff, and the price was just $4.49 a box.
Like Force and Mana Drain.
Yep.
And even before that, when Mana Vault got spoiled, then the allocations came out too, right?
Yeah.
And even all the stores on like the same day said, "Uh-oh, we're gonna have a bit of trouble getting product in." Greg included, right?
Yep.
He got his numbers back, and of course, it was about half of what he ordered.
Yep.
Because it's a great set.
And
it happens every time.
The same thing happened with Double Masters 1. Greg only got half of what he ordered, and it was really difficult to get more after that. And when he did get more, of course, it was more money because he had to pay more money.
Well, yeah, because everybody's paying more money because of supply and demand. It's like they do that on purpose, the Nintendo hype, right?
Yeah.
Way back when the Wii first came out, remember that? Trying to get a Wii was impossible. It still happens today with
Even a
scalpers
Switch.
and PS5s. Yeah,
Even trying to get a Switch was impossible.
Still happens.
Yep.
And I think that Wizards knows this and they kind of go for that gameplay, but I also feel like they've spread themselves too thin yet again. Just like in 2020 when Double Masters came out, there's too many sets, there's too many products.
Well, there is, right? So you just came off of Commander Legends, Baldur's Gate.
This is the exact same as Jumpstart. Remember when Jumpstart came out and then Double Masters? And then they couldn't print any more Jumpstart.
Yeah, so you think that you're going to be able to get any more Double Masters? It's not going to happen. They're not going to do two print runs, like you said, right? Like there's going to be the other wave. And what are they doing? Are they holding back the collector boxes? They know the price will go up.
No. See, because they're still a business, and I think that they would rather get all their product out and done with and move on to the next hype set.
Yeah,
keep making money. So are they holding it back like a Wii? I don't know. Not a Wii, but are they holding it back like a Nintendo product?
And don't get us wrong, the LGSs deserve to make money. They don't make very much off of standard sets.
No.
And this is their time to shine, right? So At the price point it currently is still sitting at, which is $4.50 Canadian a box.
And rising. Let's check out TCG Player. Here you go. There's the graph.
I mean, honestly, it's still not a bad buy at this price.
Yeah, at $378 American.
Man.
You split that between 7 other of your friends and draft it. Yeah, that's a good night of fun. A relatively good price point.
With a chance of making some value.
But the scary thing is, check this out. Look at the sales history. Like, this is all from today.
Yeah.
And that's how many have sold. Like, they're selling at that price still. So another indicator is the price ain't going to go down.
So here's another thing. There's already a couple videos of draft boxes getting open, and people obviously feel that they're going to get the value that they're paying for their box, right?
I love people are going wild over that, and they're making charts of what they got pulled, and then they're posting the prices in TCG market median. So the price is just crazy.
It's out to lunch, yeah.
Go with TCG low or market, and the price is going to drop after
Absolutely.
release. But there's a ton of staples, so the prices will slowly creep back up, just like always. Right?
And I'm gonna bet that people out there are buying sealed product to hold on to because they're looking at the price data from Double Masters 1. And they're like, oh, $300, and in less than a year it was $1,000. I better buy 6 boxes and just hold it, right? You never know. That
definitely, there's a lot of people doing that.
So
right? It's
absolutely,
easy math.
yeah.
The only way I could see this really going down in price is if Wizards keeps continuously releasing a large amount straight to Amazon. And they skip the distributors. Because we kind of saw something like this in Flesh and Blood with first edition Monarch. And that is distributors and stores, they know that the demand is going to keep going up on this product.
Yep.
So they hold product back.
Specifically to increase their profits at a later date, which isn't too much later, right?
Which sounds like a good idea until
you get caught doing that.
They release, like Wizards is the they in this case. If Wizards releases and they just keep releasing more and more and more on Amazon at a cheap price, then that could cause some panic and definitely price drop.
Well, that's what, and it can happen the opposite way. We saw that with Jumpstart. Jumpstart was $200 a box. I mean, you can buy Jumpstart right now for like $115, $120, $130 a box everywhere.
And that's why I think it's more likely that they don't have a lot more product.
Yes.
To put on Amazon, which we both think that the price is going to keep going up. They want to move it. They want to sell it, right?
Yep.
I don't think that they're doing the Nintendo thing we talked about earlier.
No.
There's all those things to think about. I don't think the prices are coming back down.
Is the set awesome? Yeah, I think so. I'm really impressed with what's being printed and the reprints and the mythics and okay. So you got the mythic commanders, right? From Double Masters. They're all in the $10 to $15 to $20 range at this point.
It's like Muldrotha and worse.
Yeah, and they're gonna all drop in price. But the other mythics in the set, dude. Imperial Seal, the Eldrazi, Force of Negation.
Force of Negation's a rare. Mana Drain. He must have meant Mana Drain. But I don't think at these price points you can possibly hope to crack it and make money.
No, and
especially when single prices drop, right? Like at 380, whatever. Hold on. Oh, that's insane. Yeah, at $380 already, you're gonna have a real hard time getting that back if you're trying to flip this stuff. You either got to keep it sealed, sell it, right?
Yep.
Or crack it and have fun with it, and you go into it knowing you're just having fun.
That's it, man. And to be honest with me, a lot of the fun for sets like this is you draft this with 8 people. Dude, you got a really good chance of winning the lottery.
Yeah, there's
a really good chance. Yeah,
you're probably still gonna get hosed.
Well,
but somebody in the play group is going to hit the lottery.
Absolutely,
right?
And it's better than drafting a standard set.
Yeah.
So this stuff's fun. It's going to be fun. But yeah, at this price point, I don't think I'd be buying boxes to try to flip.
It's way too late. And
the profits are minimized at this point.
You have to hold it sealed probably for a year. If you want to start making money at these price points. But people are still buying into it. So, hey.
And hope that the stock's all gone really quick, just like old Double Masters.
Which will probably happen, right?
I can't see it not happening because when does that happen with a...
I think that they also intentionally, and this is just me guessing, they intentionally don't overprint
master sets
anymore because they learn from that.
Masters 25.
Especially when you include so many good cards in there. You don't want to reprint all those to death. You want to be able, in 3 to 5 years, oh, here's another master set, and you're making millions of dollars off of the same cards you don't have to do much work for.
Yeah, and you're looking at sets like Masters 25, like you mentioned before,
And they've
right?
learned from that, right? Iconic Masters.
There was a couple of good mythics, but dude, there was some 50-cent mythics in that set, which felt
Mostly 50,
absolutely terrible to open. Not here.
There
Not
will
in
be
Double
some
Masters.
50.
There's going to be some,
Absolutely.
but not nearly as many as.
Then there's way better high-end ceiling cards, right?
That's right.
So, in summary, let's wrap it up here. We're running out of time. Is Wizards going to release a whole whack of boxes on Amazon that drives the market down everywhere else?
It's possible.
I doubt it. I wouldn't bet on it.
No.
And I don't think Wizards has enough stock in reserve to affect the market.
I don't think so as well.
Scalpers will buy it. People that hold on to it and want to resell it will buy it. You know how it goes, man.
Yeah,
Same
absolutely.
with anything online.
Yep.
Whether you like it or hate it, sorry.
It's a good set with a lot of good reprints, and
people know that now.
We all saw what happened with the first Double Masters. I cannot see this not repeating the same trend.
Yeah. If you're thinking, if you're on the fence, order right now. And other than that, buy singles, guys, and subscribe to the channel. We got lots of openings coming up for our patrons because we bought from 5 or 6 different stores.
Yeah, well, we anticipated and we thought this was going to be great, and it turns out it's going to be great.
We should have some product, including a visit to our old friend Greg at Tabletop Giant. We will be doing an opening early next week, stocking Greg's shelves with some singles.
Yep.
It's always fun. Greg will be a little more excitable than normal, I think right?
So.
Because he's got a lot of money riding on the line. So let's see if he gets hosed or not.
That's right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.